Can we use Lego bricks to show emotions? Well, the answer is yes. Here we are today with my last mock that you see on the channel, which was the Baymax vignette that I built for Vinh Week 2023. In the day one, they asked us to build something Disney related, and this was the answer. In day 4, they asked us to build an emotion related vignette. So let's move this aside and let's see what I came up with for day 4 of Vinh Week. So we need to show emotions, and the emotion that I choose to represent with Lego bricks was sadness. So first thing I did was create a cloud. So this is a very simple brick build structure. It's not completed at the back because we're gonna see only the front. And here I created the sort of emoji style expression, 2 printed tiles for the eyes, and then a sad mouth with an arch piece and a slope at the bottom. Very simple and straightforward. And I thought here we can recreate a scene with the cloud following one single person. So first we need to make this cloud crying a little bit, and I'm going to using some trans clear blue parts. So here we have some sort of flower blast kind of thing, and then we are going to add at the bottom all different kind of thing coming down. Actually, maybe we can use this one for the tear coming from the eye. And then here at the bottom I have some other places where I can connect a few more spots for this rain coming down. So here we already have this, but of course in order to keep this up I need to build some sort of structure to hold it up. Let's start from the base. So the base of the vignette has to be a 16 by 16, but I'm gonna expand it a little bit further, and I'm planning to have a roadside over here. So here I decided to go sideways. So here we have some snot plates to which I'm gonna attach this structure sideways like this. So we have a like sort of broken edge over here. I added some slope for a little bit of additional details. Here we have a little drain for the water, and you can see that everything aligned perfectly. So as you can see, 2 studs here equals to 4 plates and 1 tile on top, and everything will be aligned. Now, of course, we need to make this complete. So I build another structure that go all the way around, and it's gonna connect to the side. So now we have our complete base, sort of roundish with some simple and basic slope that most of the people have in their own collection. Now over here I want to add the sidewalk, so I'm gonna go up 1 stud, and here I created another structure that is gonna sit actually inside there, so it's not gonna be connected, so it's a little bit modular. And since I had only 24 hours to build this vignette, I needed to build something quick that doesn't necessarily have to be too stable. So here is the structure that I have. So here we have a sort of drain for the water to go in, a little bit of stairs for the background that I'm gonna build up there, and here we are gonna build the structure for the cloud. Very simple and straightforward. I took 1 trans clear piece over here, and I'm gonna slide in this piece like this, nice and straight inside. So basically our cloud is just gonna sit inside there on that cone piece, and it's gonna be right here in the middle of the scene. So you can see already the emotion is pretty clear what we want to represent over here, but we need to add a little bit more details. So I told you I wanted to have a person walking under this cloud, so I try to create some character that remind of sadness from the Inside Out Disney movie. So I think this blue minifigure face and blue hair kind of works, even if there's no glasses. I think the character in the movie had glasses. And I have the body from the Snow Guardian CMF, for which, by the way, I built a minifigure habitat. And this is gonna just be sitting here, walking under these clouds. And now we can add a little bit more water details. So here we can have another bit of rain that is hitting the floor. And then I'm gonna add some more of these on the road, and maybe with this twirly kind of thing, we have an effect of the water going all the way down to the road. So I think the effect works fairly well. Now we need to create a background. So here I decided to build a small building. So I have another blue doorway with a little bit of ingot pieces to create a little bit of details. And then I created a wall with tiles, so I have modified bricks all over, snot bricks, to which then I can connect all these dark red tiles. And here we have a sticker from the extra sticker sheet that say missing cat, so also is fitting in the sadness theme. Somebody suggested me that I should have made these in dark blue instead of dark red to make the scene in the same mood as the rest of the build, which I think it makes sense, but I didn't have enough dark blue to create this pattern for the wall. Little bit of masonry on top, and then just a very simple wall because the time, a very simple roof because the time was running out. So I just use some of this minifigure stand kind of thing. I add them on some hinges, so I can just put them on top and give a slight angle to make a little roof for this scene. As you can see, of course, this red give a little bit more color. I think probably dark blue would be the better choice, but this is what I had. Now I need to add a little bit of detail to the scene, so I'm gonna add a little mouse, a little red here in the corner, and over here I wanted to add a bench, sometimes also that can be represented in said scene. So here we have the base of the bench, and I actually use one of these shield pieces with a couple of guns for handles, and this is just gonna sit here on top of this on an angle because the back part of the shield is touching the wall. So I think it's a pretty good looking simple chair, even though it's a little bit small for the scale of a minifigure. Gonna add a garbage can over there and a little light, a little lamp here on the side. Now the scene is more or less complete, but I think it needs a little bit of color and I need something more to sort of frame the build. So I decided to use this modified, this Technic brick to add one white tree, sort of birch kind of thing, and then I went with this lavender on top, and this will help me to sort of frame and complete the build a little bit. So I think the answer for our initial question is yes. We can express emotion with Lego bricks, doesn't have to be necessary sadness. Would be much easier to maybe do something like happiness, maybe making some funny scene. For example, you can go and check out my tightrope walker. That was a kind of scary and funny scene at the same time. But it definitely can be done, and color scheme definitely help to set the tone for that. I will share with you in the coming weeks more builds about my Vigne Week campaign for this year. And if you are new to mock building, if you would like to start building your own Lego creation, here I have a video that can give you a little bit of tips, a little bit of inspiration to start building your own Lego mocks. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao!